So, hello, Gordana. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here. We are honored for your presence. Hope that you are enjoying your stay in Lisbon. And let me start this talk by asking you, what are you doing in Portugal right now?
Thank you very much. I'm actually here to visit the Lisbon Youth Center that holds a Council of Europe quality label for youth centers, and they are part of a network of youth centers. We have 14 quality label youth centers, and the Lisbon Youth Center is the only Portuguese youth center that has this label, and we have youth centers across Europe that have been awarded this label. And I'm here now to check on them if they are complying with those quality criteria we have for youth centers, that they are following those criteria that we promote in this label.
Okay, and what are you enjoying the most for your experience here in Portugal, Lisbon?
So for the visit to the Lisbon Youth Center, I must say that I enjoy very much meeting all the people who are working in the youth center, but also the young people who are involved in the activities, and to see how the center has been progressing over the years, because Lisbon Youth Center has had this label for 8 years, and the last time I was here was 5 years ago. And I'm very impressed by all the new developments that have been done in terms of programs, in terms of activities, but also how the Lisbon Youth Center has improved its facility. It's a very attractive and warm youth center that can welcome a lot of young people.
We are delightful to hear that, of course. And we know you are part of the European Youth Foundation. Can you develop a little bit what is the foundation's role and how it can help the teenagers, especially the Portuguese teenagers?
Okay. So I work for the Council of Europe, which is a human rights organization, and we work a lot with young people and youth participation. And part of that work is this quality label and supporting youth centers. But another part is that we have something called the European Youth Foundation. And that foundation helps youth organizations to support them when they want to do different activities. And I'm responsible for this foundation. And the foundation basically provides grants for different type of activities. It can be local initiatives that young people initiate, or it can be youth organizations who want to do different types of international activities. So we can support with these grants international cooperation, for example, for young people.
And do you consider that the Lisbon Youth Center has contributed to the dissemination of the values of the Council of Europe? And if so, to our extent, sorry.
So yes, the Council of Europe works very much with the promotion of human rights. And in our work with young people, it's about young people's human rights and how they can learn about them, how they can access them, how they can promote and defend human rights. But also how it can help to support the democratic processes in our societies. And young people, of course, has a very important part in that work. And I think Lisbon Youth Center is a good example of how a youth center can connect to these European values of our organization and how they can promote in the structures of the youth centers, but also in its programs, human rights, the respect for and tolerance for diversity, and being inclusive with different types of young people. So I think in its work, if you walk through the youth center, you can see all these value-based words in different places. And I think it's a very good way of signaling what is important and what goes in terms of ethics and how we behave to each other.
Yeah, sure, of course. And you are certainly aware of what are the good practices that can be implemented in Portugal, especially in the youth area, of course. And can you give us some examples of what we can do better, what can we improve?
So, as I said, the Lisbon Youth Center is part of a larger network of youth centers across Europe. And I think the Lisbon Youth Center does a very good job in looking at what is happening in other countries where there are other youth centers and what is Council of Europe doing. And then trying to bring that information to the young people here in Lisbon, but also in the region around Lisbon. And I think that what young people can do to benefit from that is basically to be more in contact with the Lisbon Youth Center to see what's going on. But the Council of Europe is doing a lot of European activities for young people. So for the moment, we have had a campaign on democracy, and there is a lot of activities going on in different member states, including here in Portugal. They can be part of that. They can participate in one of our training activities or seminars, which we organize in one of our European youth centers. We have one in Strasbourg in France and one in Budapest in Hungary. And there we do activities with young people from all over Europe. So they can also then meet other young people who are interested in the same subjects.
Okay, thank you very much for your time here at our Project Youth Talks. We will surely continue to improve and work for better projects, and hope the best for you and that you enjoy the rest of your stay here in Lisbon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.